Hey, wow, we've got 4 already. That's awesome. Good morning, everyone. We're going to give it a minute or so to see if we get any more jumper inners, and then we'll get going. Hey, fine. Wow. So, hey, Julie, if you're on today, cardio day. We're going to be working some cardio work in there. We've got our, I see we dropped from 5 down to 4. I think Julie dropped. We're going to follow my, loosely follow my impact boot camp. Down 3, oh no. Loosely follow my impact boot camp format. So we're going to start with some warm up and a little agility work. We're going to go into some strength circuits, and then we're going to finish with a 10-minute cardio endurance circuit. So a very well-rounded workout for well-rounded athletes. But Roy, I'm not an athlete. Yeah, you are. You're an athlete in some area of your life, and if you're working out today, you are a fitness athlete. So wherever you're coming from, whatever your background is, there's something you can get out of today's workout. We're up at a minute and a half. We're going to give it maybe about another 30 seconds or so and see if we get those 2 people back who dropped on the connection, because we had 5 and now we're down to 3, 4. Oh, we got 1 back. So if you don't have a bottle of water handy right now, I would recommend getting your bottle of water right away. If you feel like you need a mat for any floor work, make sure you have a mat for floor work. You will need some empty wall space. Not a whole lot, but some empty wall space today, or like a door frame, or if you've got a pillar or a post there that you're not going to push over. You're going to need something like that handy for today's workout. And since this is an at-home workout, I'm assuming you're at a home or in a home. At a home has a different connotation, I think. And I'm assuming then you will have like a wall or a door frame or something of that nature. So we are going to get started. We're coming up on 3 minutes since I hit that begin stream button. We're going to start with roughly 10 minutes of some warm up and a little bit of agility work. So we're going to start with a real wide stance. I'm going to adjust this down a little bit. I feel like that there's so much space overhead for me right now. We're going to start with a real wide stance. Hey, now you can see my feet. Awesome. We're going to go down into a real wide stance. Squat, come up and down and stop. Stop. If you're in an apartment and you're upstairs, don't stop too hard. I don't want to get hate mail from your neighbors who live below you. If you're really close to your neighbor and you're not obeying the social distancing guidelines right now, just be careful that you're not stomping on their feet. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Moving into the backstroke. I want you to imagine you're swimming the backstroke. Really feel that shoulder elevate, pull back, digging down into that water. Channel your inner Michael Phelps. Is he still a thing? I'm not sure. And when you're channeling your inner Michael Phelps, don't try to eat as many calories as he claims to eat a day, because people, that's not going to work right now. Unless you're swimming like 5 miles a day, which nobody is right now, I think. 4, 3, 2, back to sumo stops, wide stance. Whatever you want to do with your hands is perfectly okay. If you like to cross your hands, if you're feeling a little surly today, if you like to go back behind the head, also okay. This really, it does help promote good posture. It's hard to slouch. It's not impossible, but it's hard to slouch with your elbows pulled back like this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Backstroke. Get that shoulder working on each side. Get your upper back working. Muscles around the traps and the neck will work here. You're getting that slight rotation through the hips, through the waist. The backstroke always worried me doing it myself, in a pool at least, because I was always concerned that I wasn't going to know when the wall was coming up and smack my head. And once when I was lifeguarding, 4, 3, 2, 1. There was a woman, it was early in the morning, who was swimming all out. We're going to skiers. Split stance. Not real high effort here. I don't want you going real far apart. This is warming up through the ankles, through the knees. There was a woman who was swimming all out backstroke. Wasn't paying attention to where she was going and went boom, head first right into the wall. And you could hear it. And I was concerned that she had a concussion, but she would not accept any sort of treatment. So 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Shake it out just a little bit. We're going to go skaters one more time. Think up on the balls of your feet. Ready? Here we go. Now with these, the farther you reach with your feet, 3, 2, 1. The farther out you reach, the more intense those are going to feel. The more you move the arms, the more intense those are going to feel. So you can really control effort on those. Now, working into a little bit of coordination and agility. If you've got some space out in front of you, fantastic. Use that space. If you need to do this in place because you don't have a lot of space out in front of you, that's okay. You can still do this in place. I'm going to show you how to do this both ways. Now, if you've got space out in front of you, we're going to do skater hops, forward, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, if you're standing in place, if you don't have enough space out in front of you, you're just going to do those skater hops side to side, plant, and stay in the same place without moving forward. Here's the thing. Here's the switch up on this. We're going to go forward, 1, 2, 3, fast feet, and then back, 2, 3, fast feet. If you're standing in place, 1, 2, 3, fast feet, 1, 2, 3, fast feet. Moving forward, moving back. 1, 2, 3, fast feet. 1, 2, 3, fast feet. A little coordination, a little agility work, really getting that heart rate going. Last one here.
Take a little breather. Shake that out if you need to. Get a quick sip of water. We're going to do that again. Don't go anywhere. I can see you. Yeah, I can't really see you. But I'm imagining you. Ready? Skater hops, either in place or forward. 1, 2, 3, fast feet. 1, 2, 3, fast feet. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, fast feet. 1, 2, 3, fast feet. 1, 2, 3, fast feet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Take a breather. Get a drink of water. This is not our cardio endurance section. So I don't want you keeping that heart rate real high for a long time right now. We're just getting that heart rate up, getting you warm, working mostly on agility and warm up, kind of working warm up and agility into each other. We're gonna go one more time with that. Then we're gonna do a little bit of work with a cone, and then we're gonna go to strength. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, fast feet. 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 One more time back. Fast feet, nice. A single cone. If you don't have a cone, you can use any object. You can use your water bottle. You can just use a spot on the floor. You could use, if you've got like a little candle or something like that. Don't light it. Don't light it. Don't try and be Jack Be Nimble. Don't jump over the candlestick when it's lit. We're just going to use that as a point of reference. You start behind your cone, your object, your water bottle, whatever. We're going to shuffle all the way around, reverse, facing that same direction. Not running around the cone, but shuffling, looking forward the whole time. Working that coordination, working that agility, working through the ankles, through the feet, through the hips. Four, 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. If that's your bottle of water right there, pick it up and take a sip of it. Important to keep drinking water. Stay hydrated. Your body needs it during tough work like this. All right. 2 more times with this agility around the cone. Ready? Here we go. Short, quick steps. We're thinking control here. Keep those circles tight. This change of direction ability, very important in many sports. Four, 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. If that's your water bottle right there, pick it up, take a drink. If that's a candle, do not pick it up and take a drink. Let the heart rate come down a little bit. We're going to do that one more time. All right, heart rate's down a little bit. You've gotten some water. One more time shuffle. Count down from 10. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. I feel pretty good. I did not knock into that cone once. If you go back and look at my, I think it was virtual workout number 1. We were doing some work with a cone, and I literally stepped right on that cone. My wife tells me she didn't notice. I think she did. I did my best to not react to that, but I squashed that cone good. All right, moving into 20 minutes of strength. If you're working with a mat on the floor, grab your mat. Make sure that you have, like I said, a section of wall nearby, or a door frame, or if you've got a pillar or a pole, you can use that. You don't need a whole lot of wall space, just some space where you can put one hand on the wall. That's all you're gonna need today. I'm gonna grab my mat. I'm gonna adjust the camera angle a little bit so you can see my mat. Hey, this is my friend Matt. He lies. We're gonna start, we're doing a little core, a little leg work for this first circuit. How you guys doing after that warm up and endurance, or that agility? Feeling good? All right, first up, plank. Up on the hands, plank, punch, 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 punch. I want you to really reach up like you're trying to punch somebody in the gut who's standing right in front of you. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second exercise. I call this the Nordic Quads. Toes planted down. We're gonna lean way back. If you can touch the floor, great. Back up. The goal is to keep your body in one straight unit, not to sit back with the hips. Looking good, feeling good. Yeah! Melissa! Touch the floor if you can. If not, touch your feet. If you can't get that far, grab your ankles. Very similar to, and my wife is probably saying it right now, camel pose in yoga. But here, we're less concerned about the stretch. We're more concerned about feeling those quads work, feeling those abs work. Working the quads without squats and lunges? What? You don't say. 2 more. 2, 2, and whoa. All right. Shake it out a little bit if you need to. Back into that plank and punch. Palms down, toes planted. Up. Now, I want you to notice I'm not wide apart with this. Feet are narrow. Boom, boom. If you feel like you're too tippy here, widen that stance out with the feet. The wider your stance is, the more stable you're gonna feel, but it's also gonna not be quite as much on the core. If you feel like you're not gonna tip over and you wanna get more out of the core, get those feet as close together as you feel like you can. Four, 3, 2, 1. Right on. Core and shoulders, you should feel that. Shoulders from that reach up and that punch. Of course, the core from holding and the shoulders from planting those hands on the floor and keeping yourself in that tall push-up position. Nordic Quads, here we go. Reaching as far back as you feel confident going. Not everybody's gonna be able to get to the floor on this. You might just be able to get part way, and you might be just going to the ankles. That's okay. What I want you to focus on is not necessarily how far you're reaching. I want you to focus on abs. I want you to focus on quads. You're not going to feel those if you're sitting back like this and reaching. You got to keep those hips up like you're trying to point your belly button at the sky. Four more. 4 for those legs. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. All right. Once more through those 2 exercises. Starting with that plank and punch. Now, that punch, really, right here, reach up, punch, reach up, punch. I want you to feel those shoulders work. I want you to feel that arm really, technically it's flexion, but I want you to extend that arm way up overhead. Ready? Here we go. A little closer with the feet if you can handle it. If you don't feel too tippy, punch, punch, punch. Like you're trying to punch somebody in the gut who's standing right in front of you. I know you're not violent people. This is just imagery. I'm just trying to get you to reach, not to actually hurt somebody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Nordic Quads. Here we go. Go in control. Feel those muscles work. Toes planted so you don't tip backwards. Belly button pointing up toward the sky. Not dropping back with the hips. Letting your whole body rock back, hinge back on those knees. Four more. Here we go. Ready? 4. Reach back as far as you can. 3. With control. 2. And confidence. Last 1. Yeah. I love how I feel the quads and how I feel the abs on that. There aren't a whole lot of exercises that can hit both of those muscles like that so intensely. So that is a perennial favorite of mine. And speaking of perennials, who's starting a garden right now? We say every year, we're going to start a garden, and then we drag our feet on it. But you know what? This year, we're going to start a garden. All right, keeping on the mat. We're going to hinge forward. This one, I do want you to stick your butt out and back toward your heels. We're going to get that back down almost parallel, not even almost, parallel like right here, but you're going to be way too unstable in that position. So we're going for like a 45-degree angle here, okay? I want you to feel those glutes really engage right away. I want you to feel those quads really engage right away. We've done every year that we've had our house. That's funny, Julie. Glutes, quads engaged. Back nice and flat. You see that? So I'm not here, okay? I've got those shoulders lifted back. I'm trying to get that spine as tall and as long as I can. Hands come behind the back, hands come up overhead. Behind the back, up overhead. Now, as you do this, you're gonna really feel those glutes and quads have to engage in order to keep that good posture and to keep from tipping over. Oh, if I could only see you people right now. Up overhead, swing, keeping those hands as high and as back as you can. Like you're trying to clap over your head, behind your head. 2 more. 2 and 1. You might feel those abs a little bit toward the end of that one. 6, no, it's just a 5. The good news for this one is you get to lie down on your back. The bad news is you don't get to stay there. 1 foot up in the air, bridge, down, bridge, down. Not speeding through this. I want slow control on this. Feel those muscles on that grounded leg really work. You want to think glutes, especially to a lesser extent the hamstrings. 4, 3, 2, 1. With this leg up in the air, switching sides, you might feel those abs kicking a little bit, probably not that much. Really think about keeping your heels stuck to the floor. Push those hips up and forward. Feel that big muscle in your butt work, the gluteus maximus. By volume, that is the biggest muscle in your entire body, the biggest single muscle in your entire body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. But Roy, aren't the quadriceps bigger than the glutes? As a collective group, yes. But there are 4 muscles in your thigh. That is why that is called the quadriceps. There are 4 individual muscles there. And by volume, the glute is still the single largest muscle in your body. Back into that half kneel. We're doing a lot of glute work today, aren't we? I wonder who planned that. Sitting back, hinge forward, starting hands behind your back. Nice, tall, long spine. Great posture here. Engage through here, engage through here, maybe a little bit through here. You're going to feel those muscles through the back, but I want you to focus right there. Keep your head in your butt. Up overhead, back down. Up overhead, back down. Here's what's going to help keep you from tipping forward. Imagine pushing your knees out to the sides. That's going to get those glutes super engaged. It's going to keep you from relying on your low back to maintain this posture. And the more we can train those glutes to kick in, the more they're going to serve their purpose, which is not just extending the hip, but supporting the low back. That's what the glutes do, is they support the low back. And when they're not firing the right way, your low back wants to take over because it thinks it's super important. And while it is, we're going to go 2 more. 2 and 1. While your low back muscles are super important, that's not what they're designed to do. The glutes really support the low back. And once that support network starts to fatigue and break down, that's when you start using your low back for stuff. And you start getting those low back aches. Focus on keeping those glutes engaged. Arm, foot up in the air. Bridge up and down. Nice, controlled. Again here, don't rely on the low back to get that hip extension, to push that hip up and forward. Rely on the glutes. Think about really squeezing through that glute muscle. Keep your heel connected to the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're working with the glute on that, it should be burning by the end of that set. Here we go. Other side. You will feel the low back muscles engage a little bit on this. Don't be mistaken in what I'm saying. But I want you to feel like the glutes are the ones doing the heavy lifting here, the hard work. Four, 3, 2, 1. Nice. How those glutes doing? They talking to you? They should. They should be. We're going to do that circuit one more time. Starting with that hinge forward, behind the back to overhead. Now remember, on this, here's the tip. I'm going to face you this time, just so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Imagine pushing your knees out to the sides, like you're trying to spread that mat apart. As you push those knees out, you're going to feel those glutes engage really hard. You're going to feel them kick in, and you're going to feel that low back let go a little bit. Not let go as it slouched down, but you're going to feel like the muscles don't have to work to maintain this posture. Pushing those knees out, engaging the glutes, hand behind the back, overhead. Behind the back, overhead. Shoulders, glutes, back, core, keeping those knees pushed out to the side. Glutes engaged, glutes engaged. We got 6 now. That's outstanding. Thank you for joining us this morning. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Right on. Single leg glute bridge. And yes, I did purposely put these 2 exercises back to back to really, really target the glutes. Heels down, foot up. Here we go, up and down. Remember, control. Not trying to plow through this for time. We're trying to get those muscles working. This is strength training. The slower and more controlled you go, especially with body weight exercises, the better effect you're going to get out of it. Three, 2, 1. Right on. Foot down, other foot up. Wherever you want to go with your hands is just fine. If you feel a little tippy in this and you can put your hands down by the sides, that's okay. I prefer having my hands right here. That is a matter of personal preference. Two more. 2. And glute, glute, glute. 1. Oh, right on. All right. The next 2 exercises. We're going to be by a wall, by a door frame, by a post, wherever you've got enough room to put one hand on the wall. Okay? One of the exercises, you've got that wall space available there for balance. The other one of these exercises, the wall is actually acting as your point of resistance. So I am going to move this over a little, just so I'm a little closer to the wall, and you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. How's that? So, for the first one, if you don't need the wall for this, that's fine. But I know a lot of people are balance challenged. You've got the wall here just in case you need it for a little bit of balance. And even just those 3 fingertips on the wall, thanks Michelle, even just those 3 fingertips on the wall can really, with a light touch, help with your brain developing that sense of balance. You don't necessarily have to be really grounded. We're gonna step back, we're gonna go forward and up. Back, forward, and up. Now, I'm not going down to a lunge, just a real long step. Drive that knee up. Drive that knee up. Okay? 15, 2, 3. If you're using balance right there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Feel the glute. 12, 13, 14, 15. Same thing, other side. If you need to switch and face the other direction to get the hand on the wall, great. If you're okay with this hand on the wall facing toward me, Fine, I'm not going to use the wall at all for this, just as a matter of convenience, so you don't have to look at my backside. Back, drive, 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 drive. Big long step, not a lunge, just a real long, wide step. 3, 2, 1. Second exercise, hand on the wall. We're going about shoulder height. The farther away from the wall you walk, the tougher this exercise feels. Don't start too aggressive. Start a lot more conservative. You can always inch your way out as you go. A little bit goes a long way. Facing toward me, side to the wall, lean in, push away. Triceps, shoulder, to a lesser extent, the core. If you want to go really advanced, or more intermediate, I should say, 1 foot on the floor. Super advanced, both feet off the floor. I'm totally kidding. Let's try 2 more here. Tricep and shoulder. 2, not going for speed, going for muscular effect. Good. Now, this one, there's no way around it. I got to turn around. I can't look at you while I'm doing this. But you can look at me. One hand on the wall. If you're going more intermediate, 1 foot off the floor. Lean in, push away. If it feels too intense, get closer to the wall with your feet. If you need more intensity, step away from the feet, just a half an inch to an inch at a time. A little bit goes a long way. Two more. 2 and 1. Yeah, I love those. I really feel my shoulders in those. How about you guys, yeah? Triceps, shoulders. Imagine, you can get the same feeling as an overhead press without having to go overhead without any weight, just your own body weight. I think it's awesome. Okay, back to those, we'll call that a sprinter start or a Russian start. We're gonna step back long, drive that knee, drive that knee. Not going for speed, going for control. Don't want to make this cardio work. You want to make this muscle work. Focus on feeling this leg, this glute. Almost in slow motion. 2 and 1. Other side. Long step back. Quad, glute. Four more. 3, 2, 1. I don't care how slow I go. Those get my heart rate up there. If you're going 1 foot up the floor, great. If you're going both feet on, you do you today. You do you. Lean in, push away. Lean in, push away. One more. If you're matching pace with me, that should have been 12. 12 on the other side. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Right on. All right, one more time. Russian step back. Wall shoulder push. And then we're gonna do cardio endurance circuit. All right, back, knee. Controlled, controlled, controlled. Do I see 7 on there now? Awesome. If you're joining us late, welcome. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very much a glute, core, shoulder focus today. Other side. Long step back. Boom. Drive that knee up. Slow motion. Controlled. Feel those muscles work. If you need balance, it's right there. Let's try 2 more. Hand against the wall. Level 1, both feet on. Level 2, 1 foot down. Level 3 is both feet off the floor. 3 more. 3, 2, focus on that shoulder. 1. Same thing, other side. Level 1 or level 2, you do you. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, keep it moving. Focus on the shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. Right on. How you guys doing? We're gonna move into a 10-minute cardio endurance segment. This is usually how I finish my Impact Boot Camp class when we can run it in person. So what we got, for those of you who have not joined me before, we've got 5 exercises. We're gonna do each exercise 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 3 times through. So 5 exercises, 30, 10 for 5 rounds, or 3 rounds, is 10 minutes. I have Mr. Countdown Timer right here to keep me honest on these circuits, so people can't accuse me of fudging the time. So here are the 3 exercises. We're gonna do knee skips, skipping in place. We're gonna do squat jacks. We're gonna do chops, locking your fingers together, wide stance, soft knees, chop to one side, chop to the other side. The amount of effort you put into that chop down, the speed and the intensity through the core determines how effective that exercise or how intense that exercise is going to be for you. Quick feet, center, right, center, left. And the 5th exercise, takeoffs. Not jumping up off the floor, but almost like you're trying to take off like a superhero that can't quite leave the ground. We watched Shazam the other night, and that made me think of this, and Greatest American Hero, if you remember that show, and I'm old enough to remember it. All right, ready? Starting in 10, with skipping in place. Up to 8, no way. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Skipping in place, 30 seconds. The higher you can get that knee driven up, the more intense this is gonna be. You do you, but make sure you are challenging you. You gotta challenge yourself to change yourself. It sounds trite, it sounds formulaic, but it really is true.
2, 1, rest.
10 seconds rest. Your body adapts to stress. And if you're not stressing it enough during exercise, it's not going to adapt. Squat jacks.
1.
Here we go.
Go.
From the side, going down into a squat. Sit back and down. Wherever you want to go with your hands is just fine. 5 seconds. You can do it.
2, 1, rest.
10 seconds break. Third exercise. Hands together or here.
3, 2,
Chop.
1, go.
Effort, effort, effort. Like you're throwing a ball down to the floor. Feel those hips and glutes work. Feel those abs work. Shoulders. Heart rates get up there. 5 seconds. Hang in there.
3, 2, 1, rest.
10 seconds rest. That was not bad, was it? Quick feet. Right center, left center.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right, center, left, center. Now, as you're doing these quick feet, think core. Feel how those abs want to engage to control the hips, the torso. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
10 seconds. Superhero takeoffs.
3, 2, 1,
Here we go.
go.
I want to fly, but I just can't quite leave the ground. Like my toes are nailed down.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
That was round 1. Going for round 2. Starting with 3 skips.
2, 1, go.
Skipping. Did you guys lose me for a second? It said my connection was unstable. Don't know what happened there. The connection might be unstable, but I am perfectly sane. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
I might be skipping in place and talking to the air, but I'm perfectly sane. Squat jacks.
3, 2, 1, go.
You control your intensity. You are doing you today. This is your workout. You are not doing my workout. You're following my exercises, but your workout belongs to you.
3,
Exercises plus effort.
1,
10 seconds break. Chops.
3, 2, 1,
There you
go.
go. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
One feet, right center, left center.
3, 2,
Here we go.
1. Go.
Center, left, center. Right, center, left, center. Five seconds.
3, 2, 1.
10
Rest.
seconds recovery. Last one was superhero takeoff, so my shoe came untied.
3, 2,
Couldn't start without me.
go.
Superhero takeoffs. Remember, it's like I'm trying to fly, but my toes are nailed down to the floor, so I can't quite leave. I can get those ankles extended.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Rest.
That was round 2. One more time through. Back up to the top.
3, 2, 1.
Skips.
Go.
Your effort is between you and no one else. Five seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
10 seconds break. Squat jacks.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Five seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
10 seconds break. Chops. Chops. We're almost
3,
there, people.
2,
Here we go.
1. Go.
Force. Driving down. Like you're throwing something to the ground. Core. Hips, glutes.
3,
Shoulders.
2, 1. Rest.
10 seconds break. Quick feet. Right center, left center. We're almost done.
2,
Almost.
1. Go.
Center, right, center, left. Center, right, center, left. Center, right, center, left. You are doing fantastic. You keep it going. Don't stop with this. You got 5 seconds on this one. Hang in
3,
there.
2, 1. Rest.
10 seconds. Last exercise. Coming up.
3, 2, 1.
Superman.
Go.
Take off. This is the very last exercise today, unless you count stretching. Five seconds.
3, 2, 1. Done.
Done. Everybody, you made it through. You hung in there. You are your reward. Way to go. Way to push yourself. Nice job. Way to stick with me to the end. I am so glad you did. We're going to stretch it out a little bit. We're going to start up against the wall. I've been waiting for that swear emoji, Julie. We're going to start by the wall. We'll stretch out the quadriceps and the hip. One hand against the wall. Left foot, right hand. Pull that heel up toward your butt. Keeping your knees close together. Not way out in front or way out back. Now, as you pull, straighten out that posture. Don't arch backwards, but just stay tall. Feel that quad and probably also the hip. Stretch out on this. That was a good cardio endurance circuit. Switching off sides. I'm just going to balance here. I'm hoping I don't embarrass myself and fall over because I'm out here for the whole world to see. So far, I feel pretty good. The trick here is not falling over. That's my secret. Saw a comment pop up. We're going to pull across the body. Last week, may have been a whole good week. Yeah. Feel the back of that shoulder stretch. You can actually adjust this stretch, drop the elbow down a little bit. You're going to feel that stretch more toward the top of the shoulder, like right through here instead of back here. So you can kind of work through the range of that shoulder by bringing that elbow down. All right, other side. Boy, I got really sweaty today. As the heater kicks in. Thanks. All right, we did a lot of glute work today. Let's stretch out those glutes. I'm going to grab my mat. You can do this seated on a chair, or you can do this just right there on the floor. Cross your ankle over, reach through, pull in. Yeah, that feels good. Oh, the big sweat spot on the floor. We have to wipe that up. Gary's going to yell at me. Hold this for a few more seconds, or as long as it feels good for you. Oh, there's that relaxation. All right, we're going to switch off sides. Pull that in close. Oh, yeah. We had 8 people on at one point. That's fantastic. I'm so jazzed about that. We just crossed over the 1 hour mark. This is a long workout. Holding this for just a few more seconds, and then we're going to be done. Done, I say, done. All right, let that relax down. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you got so much out of this workout today. I hope you really felt those muscles work. I hope you felt that cardio work. I hope the agility kind of clicked with you, and I hope that you felt like it was well-rounded, because that's really, in my opinion, the mark of fitness. Being fit is being well-rounded as an athlete, as a fitness athlete, or as any kind of athlete, really being well-rounded, specialized in your sport if you have a specialized sport, but your glutes will thank me later, trust me. Specialized in your sport if you've got a specialized sport, but also working on being well-rounded outside of that sport. It helps keep you more interested. It helps keep you more fit. It helps keep you more injury resilient. So I hope you felt like today was a well-rounded workout. I will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do just a basic strength training workout. We're not going to do cardio circuits, stuff like this. So Julie, you're welcome. I will see you tomorrow. In the meantime, if you got any questions for me, feel free to post them down in the comments section. Or you can connect with me at any of my online presences, which you can find at my Linktree website, Linktree/Roy Smalley, or just go to roysmalley.us and you can connect with me there. Thank you so much. Stay healthy and stay safe.